Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24. We're talking about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. The 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
Yeah, this is a guy who runs with such balance and control. I mean, he went through that early contact just like he was driving over a speed bump. And he's able to continue his way downfield and wind up in the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Faking the give. Now Watson steps away to his left. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. What's the deal, man?
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They need to make a...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Justin Houston coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Corey Bojorquez now to punt this one away. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. Taken in at the 22. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And they'll take over here following the interception with a chance to tie the ball game. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Watson off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. York able to send this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Take it in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson to the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. And on 3rd down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with a little gain.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. Back deep, Jakeem Graham. Ready to take over again on offense. Out comes Cleveland. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Off of play action, it's Watson. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Now that was one I kind of saw coming, Charles. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run, and of course, get to the quarterback.
And Jackson going to run again. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
I didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try to keep the defense honest.
And also just sit back, don't get a throw on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Jackson. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So, Charles, they get to... turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's got it down to the 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. And first. This from 41. Tucker's kick is good, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Deshaun Watson leading the Browns offense back out there. He's been picked off twice in this ball game already. We'll try to sort things out here as they begin with a first down.
Back to throw, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football outside the 30 to the 29. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. A shotgun snap for Watson.
This complete to David Bell.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Second and 4.
Here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Oh, they go with a tight end carry.
Tackle there by Michael Pierce.
On 2nd and 7, Watson looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
First down now, but the clock continues to move. Chubb on the counter. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one, but incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Yeah, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man, complete. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. and it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Tucker's kick is good, and that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice.
Taken at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing.
He's got a man, complete.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play that time for Cleveland. 51 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Touchdown, Browns! David Njoku, 27 yards.
And the Browns come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And this is one of the dangers of letting your quarterback run the football. Now, he goes through ball security drills just like a running back does, but most of the time the quarterback swings the ball away from his body, and in traffic, sometimes they forget to protect it.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
A Good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Chubb running right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
And now Watson throws another interception. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Well, this is simply a great read by a defensive back. It's 3rd and 10, so he sits right on where the yard-to-gain marker is, knows it's going to be a route around that distance, makes his read, breaks on the football, and makes a terrific play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
The play clock didn't work for a tackle for the Browns because this is an obvious passing situation. Instead, they fooled them a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost, and then a little bit more.
Targeting Dobbins again, and he's got it again. And he will have a Ravens first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate. But a nice carry. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. But he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here comes Grant on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 63 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Chubb. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. Here's Watson on the sneak, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson scoring on the sneak from the yard line. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. York on now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Ravens offense back out there. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete there to Bateman.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll try to draw here with Dobbins.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. He might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward to get what he can.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson,
they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Jackson.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Now Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Throwing, Jackson. That's into the hands of Crochet. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And Chubb will try the middle here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression?